I'm going to show you how to carve and paint little wooden mushrooms. Here's what you'll need to make them. You'll need some acrylic paints in red, yellow and brown, and this is a white paint marker pen. You'll also need a stick and a knife. This is a Mora whittling knife, and my stick is from a hazel tree. It's always good to start with a sharp knife so that your cuts are nice and clean and you're less at risk of losing a thumb or finger. Start by taking the bark and pith off the stick using a pull cut, and then pushing into the wood all the way around, make a stop cut at the top and the bottom of the mushroom cap, and then start stripping away the stem of the mushroom. Add another stop cut in, and this is at the bottom of the mushroom ring where the veil would detach from the mushroom cap. And once you've put your stop cut in, you can make push cuts up towards that line and then trim off the excess. Using the same technique of push cuts towards the stop cut, carry on up that mushroom ring towards the bottom of the cap and trim them off too. Don't worry about being too neat at this stage, this is just roughing out the shape. Once you've got a stem, a mushroom ring and a cap quite clearly defined, you can saw off the mushroom from the stick. And now it's time to put some detail in. I'm using a push cut here, pushing the knife away and taking off little chunks from the top to shape it into a mushroom cap. Push cuts are particularly safe because they give you full control over the blade and you're always pushing away from your body. One of the things I like about whittling is that there's never any rush to get these things done. It's quite therapeutic just to sit there and push a knife over some wood. And once I've rounded off most of the top, I use a paring cut, rather like you would to cut up an apple, to shape the very end. And now the cap's finished, I can add some more details into the mushroom ring and under the mushroom ring as well. Keep taking little nibbles out of the wood until you've got the shape you're after. There is no right or wrong. I'm leaving the end flat so it will stand up, but I like to shape it just a little bit, so nibble away the very edges, leaving enough to make sure the mushroom can still stand up. And then it's time for painting. I'm not thinning down my paints, just applying a layer of yellow to the base of the mushroom cap. It's not going to stay yellow, I'm going to blend this afterwards. And then slop a bit of brown on the top. And before it all dries, add the red and blend down from the brown to the yellow to create a gradient look. Leave that to dry for about half an hour to an hour. And then using your paint pen or a very fine paintbrush and some white acrylic paint, draw on your dots. Start with some bigger dots at the top and then add a few dots into the spaces. And that is a finished painted wooden mushroom. I hope you enjoy making these as much as I do, and do experiment using different colours and different types of wood. It's a lovely thing to do with a weekend afternoon, just sitting, playing with a knife and a nice stick.